You're the manager of one of the busiest airports in North America and you're up for job review. How can I help? Passengers seem dissatisfied with your service. What are they complaining about? Lines are too long. There's no available information. Flights are delayed and canceled. Luggage is lost. Connecting passengers have to go through security all over again. Employees are rude and no one is able to help. That doesn't sound too good. Don't you have any systems in place to help travelers? You do. That's good. Can you give me an example? You have an automated information board to move passengers through passport control. But even though it works perfectly, passengers still complain. What don't they like? You have no idea? It's so simple it doesn't even need instructions. Passengers' names appear on the board, then they can go through to the next gate. So what are their complaints? That only the first three letters of their names show up on the board 60 at a time and the screen refreshes every 7 seconds? I see. And what kinds of comments are you hearing? Every U.S. passenger says they never want to use your airport or your national airline again? Well, at least your domestic passengers are happy. They're not. Most of them would rather drive to Detroit or Buffalo so they can avoid the airport and the airline. Maybe you should provide more support for your passengers. I was in your airport last week. There was no way to know which line to get into. Employees didn't know themselves, or else they gave wrong information. And there are only 3 or 4 agents serving hundreds of stranded passengers. Travelers spent hours in line, only to have the lines closed before they reach the counter or be told they were in the wrong line. That's what managers are for? I agree. But one agent tried for a quarter hour to reach a manager by phone with no success. Where are the managers? They have a lot of ground to cover? Because there aren't enough workers. Isn't that because your wages are so low, employees can't afford to live close enough to the airport to work there? And why do you keep booking the same number of flights when you know the worker shortage is going to force you to delay and cancel so many of them? My suggestions are important to you and you will give careful consideration to them. That's reassuring. So here's another suggestion. Maybe shut down the national airline and turn the airport into a homeless shelter. That's kind of what it is now. A place for people who can't get out no matter how hard they try.